is a legend. Make no bones about that. A legend of the industry. He has been going for more than 55 years as a seiyuu. Now, whether you know him from Mobile Suit Gundam, Saint Seiya, or one of more than 200 other roles. Please go crazy and welcome to the stage, Tōru Furuya! Thank you so much for joining us. Please, have a seat if you would like.
Yes. 最初に言っておきたいんですけど、Hello everybody. I'm Tōru Furuya, very famous voice actor from Japan and in the world. Today, you can take photo, and video, and recording, and hug and kiss. Okay.
I would also ask, you may take photos, but please no flash. It is very distracting and you can get better at your cameras. You get much better looking photos without flash.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Much better looking.
You have a flash.
I do, yeah. That's the problem. The flash reflects off my head and it gives it unflattering lighting. So you want to get no flash. He is too beautiful a man to be ruined by my head.
Thank you.
Thank you. Furuya-san, it is so good to see you back in Australia, this time in Sydney. So is this your first time in Sydney?
No. 2回目です twice.
This is actually my second time in Sydney.
So second time. First time 30 years ago, 35 年 35 years ago, Sydney. その時に、ブルーマウンテン観光して、ゴールドコーストでボードセーリングやって、あとコアラを3回抱きました。
35 years ago, I came here, went to the Blue Mountains, went to the Gold Coast, and I hugged the koala 3 times.
Amazing. Koalas, so soft.
Cute,
but also smelly.
No problem.
Now, you have a remarkable voice acting career that spans more than half a century. That seems rude when I read it out loud. You started voice acting in the late 60s when you were still in your teens. Now, what inspired you to pursue this profession, and what were some of the challenges and opportunities that you faced in your first roles?
So from 1966. .僕は5歳の時から、子役、子供の役で、児童劇団、いわゆる子供のプロダクションに入って、俳優の仕事をやっていました。
So from when I was 5, I was in a child acting class so that I can become an actor, child actor in the series.
そして10歳ぐらいの時に、子役の仕事の一つとしてアメリカの海外ドラマの声の吹き替えをやるようになりました。
And when I became 10, I got my first job which was a voiceover of an American drama series.
そして13歳の時に、東映アニメーションの海賊王子というテレビアニメーションシリーズの主人公キッドという役をやりました。
And when I became 13, I participated in the anime Kaizok King, Pirate King Aishi, and I was the main character, Kid.
で、その次2回目のアニメーションが巨人の星というタイトルの主人公星ヒューマを演じて、その作品が日本で大ブレイクしました。
And after that, I was the protagonist Hoshi Hyuma in Kyojin no Hoshi, the baseball anime, and that became a major hit in Japan.
そして大学卒業するときに、公務員とかサラリーマンとかお豆腐屋さんとか両親が豆腐屋なんで、いろいろ選択肢があったんですけど、一生の仕事として、今の仕事を選ぶことにしました。
And when I graduated university, there was many paths. I was thinking possibly government, working for government, or there was also the option of following my parents, which is a tofu store. But then ultimately, I decided to continue this path of acting.
もう数年前になりますけど、パプリカというアニメ映画がありまして、その時田耕作という30歳ぐらいの科学者の役を演じました。この役は難しかったです。
I asked him, I said, what were the difficulties? And he said, it's actually a couple of years ago. It was Tokita in the animation movie Paprika. That character was very hard to act.
なぜかというと、ルックスが200キロぐらいのファットマンだったんです。
And the reason was because the character was a humongous person who probably weighed around 200 kilos.
僕の声に合わないと思いました。
My voice simply didn't match. Is what I thought.
僕の声はクールでスマートなイケメン。
My voice is cool, smart, and a very handsome one.
Yes, very beautiful voice.
Thank you.
Very beautiful man.
I know.
Now you have portrayed some of the most iconic protagonists in anime history, such as Amuro Ray from Mobile Suit Gundam. Do we have any fans here?
Thank you.
Pegasus Saint from Pegasus Seiya
Seiya.
from Saint Seiya. How do you relate to these characters, and how do they influence your choice of roles?
かっこいいキャラクターは全部似てると思ってるんですよ。
I think all characters are very like me.
でもとにかく、冗談ですけど、やっぱりこう正義感が強いキャラクターっていうのはとても僕自身も共感できるので、演じやすいです。
Leaving the joke aside, these characters with a strong sense of justice inside them, I can heavily relate because I too have that heart of justice.
そうですね、やっぱりガンダムなんかはすごく長く続いて大ヒットしましたので、僕の声のイメージがやっぱり、アムロレイイコールになってしまうので、そこで次の新しいキャラクターにチャレンジするのがなかなか難しかったです。
So the second part of the question was, how did it influence you portraying these amazing large characters? And he said, yes, because Gundam was so successful, the image of my voice has become Amuro-Ray, and that probably was what influenced me the most.
業界のプロデューサーとか使う人たちが、古谷徹はイコールアムロレイ、 少年の声だっていうふうに思われてしまうので、大人のキャラクターのオファーがやっぱり来にくくなってしまうんですね。
So because all the people in the industry, like producers, just had this solid image of my voice being the child Amore. And when that happens, it becomes very hard to offer roles which are like more grown up. And that's what I have felt.
Do you get choice? So, does it influence the way you choose roles?
No, 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 no. できないです。
No, there is no choice.
ほとんどオーディションです。
Okay.
All
right.
auditions.
All auditions still.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Now you have demonstrated your talent in various character roles, and I'm curious about the decision to use the pseudonym Noboru Sogetsu for one of them. So why? What was the purpose and the inspiration behind that choice?
「草月昇君は、とても有能で僕に声が似ている若手声優なんですけど、はいまあ、彼に聞いたところによるとまあいいや。
So this Noboru Sogetsu you speak of is this very, very young, handsome person who I know very well of. But when I asked him, never mind, let me continue.
一番最初は「機動戦士ガンダム00」という作品で、草月昇がデビューしました。で、そのガンダム00は機動戦士ガンダムの流れの作品になったので、僕はガンダムではアムロ・レイしか演じたくないと思っていました。
So the first role which this person Noboru Sogetsu got was in Gundam 00, but me myself, I am Amuro in Gundam, and I wanted to avoid portraying any other characters.
ただ、僕が、00のリボンズ・アルマークをやる前に、シャア・アズナブル役の赤い池田秀一さんが池田秀一さんが同じガンダムシリーズで、他の役を演じてしまったので、シャアが他の役を演じてるんなら僕も他の役やっていいのかなと思ってお受けしました。
But before I voiced Ribbons in 00, what actually happened was Akai, no, that's the Conan one, Ikeda Shuichi voiced another character despite him being Shah. So if it was okay for him, I thought it should be fine for me as well.
で、当初は、監督の水島監督から、来年、ガンダムのアニメを作るんだけど出てもらえないかって言われたんですね。で、キャラクターは無理だけど、ナレーションならいいですっていう話をして最初ナレーションだけだったんです。はい、で実際にナレーションを収録する時に予告編を最初収録したんですけど、その時になって、ちょっと僕の方からナレーションだけじゃなくてキャラクターもやってもいいですよって伝えました。
So 1 year before 00 started, the director Mizushima-san, who was actually here in Smash previously, came up to me and said, "Would you like to do a narrator role in 00?" And that is how it started. So I started recording voices, being the narrator of 00. But as time went on, I myself went up to Mizushima, director, and said, "I actually don't mind doing a character."
そしたらば、それは嬉しいですと。古谷さんにぴったりのキャラクターがありますんでやってほしいって言われて、でキャラクターのイラストを見せてもらったらリボンズ・アルマークというすごい美少年だったんで、これならやりますとお願いしました。
And then Mizushima director was like, oh, that's wonderful. Okay, here is a character which you may voice. And what I saw was Ribbon's Armor, a cool young guy, and I said like, if this is the case, I will definitely do it.
Now, you have lent your voice to many prominent series over the years. So which characters are you most proud of voicing?
Too difficult question. いやいや、そうですね、やっぱり一つに絞るのは難しいですね。アムロレイはもう本当に、47年ぐらいになりますし、もうライフワークのキャラクターなんです。ですからまだずっと演じていきたいと思ってますし、それから、ワンピースのサボも、イエーイサボ僕のすごく強くて兄弟思いで、かっこいいキャラクターなんで大好きです。そしてもう一人は、名探偵コナンの、トリプルフェイスのアムロ・トール、日本でもすごい人気なんですけど、もうスキルがものすごくて何でもできるキャラクターで、公安警察の捜査官ということで、とってもかっこいいので、やっぱこの3人が一番誇りに思ってます。
That is a very hard question. Proud. Honestly, I can't pin it down to one. There's too many characters which resembles that to me. The first one is Amuro. I've been voicing him for 47 years now. It's essentially become my life work, and I do plan to continue voicing him even now. And the second will be Sabo from One Piece. He's a very strong character who's very loving to his brothers, and that I can relate with. And the last one would be a much more recent role I had, which would be from Conan, which would be Amuro. And yes, he's a triple-faced agent, he's cool, he's handsome, and yeah, because of that, I like him.
In relation to those characters, do you have any memorable moments from voicing them, or any anecdotes or stories that you would enjoy telling?
最初のガンダムは本当に僕が25歳ぐらいの時に、テレビシリーズが始まって、当時僕は全くお酒が飲めなかったんですね。それで、アフレコが終わると、シャア役の池田秀一さんとブライトの鈴木宏隆さんが、歌舞伎町の夜の街に2人で消えていって、羨ましいなとは思ってたんですね。でその後僕も大人になりまして、40歳ぐらいからですかね、お酒が飲めるようになって大好きになったんで、その後は池田秀一さんと一緒のお仕事の時は僕の方から誘って一緒に飲みに行って、酔っ払ってます。
So when Gundam first aired, that would be when I was 25. Back then, I really couldn't drink alcohol. So after recordings, what would happen is Ikeda Shuichi, who's the voice of Sha, and Suzuki-san, who voiced the bride, would disappear off into the red light district, and I would just see them off. But time has passed since then. When I reached around 40, I slowly started to drink and accept alcohol. So now the table has turned, and when I have jobs with Ikeda-san, I asked him, let's go for a drink.
Now, what are the methods or techniques that you use to train your voice to reprise roles that have a long history? So playing a character like Yamcha in Dragon Ball from 1980 and then in 2015.
あんまり意識してないですけど、まあ僕はお酒飲み始めたのが遅かったからあんまり声が変わらなかったんじゃないかと思ってます。
I actually don't think too much when I voice characters like Yamcha, even though they have been going on for a long time. But I think the biggest difference is my voice actually hasn't changed much. And this is most probably because I didn't drink much when I was young.
Right. So you kept it safe.
は
Now, what is next for you in your career, Furuya-san? Are you planning to continue or expand your voice acting portfolio in the near future?
ちょっと前までは、一生声が出る限り、かっこよくてイケメンのヒーローだけやりたいと思ってました。
Until a bit ago, I was thinking, as long as I can put a voice out, I wanted to do these cool young heroes.
だけど、本当にサボとかアムロトールとかアムロレイとかもう、とても有名で人気のあるキャラクターを僕はすでにたくさん持っているので、そろそろどうしようもないダメな男を演じてみたいなと思ってます。
But because I've been able to get all these great roles like Amuro and Sabo, I think maybe it's time for me to get a more scrubby character. I would like to go for that challenge.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Now, we do have some questions from our audience. Now, who here has actually submitted a question online? Yeah? Make noise, say yes. Hey, excellent. So you've submitted our question, and I will ask your name and see if you're here. It looks like maybe not everybody who submitted a question is here, but we've got some questions from our audience, if that's okay with you. Okay, we have one from Vahuda. You here? No? Nope. Okay. What was your experience like working with Char Aznavour's voice from Shuichi Ikeda in Gundam? Did you both develop a fast friendship on the job in your respective roles despite being rivals in the anime?
でも最初のガンダムの時は、お互いライバルの役だったので、あえてその近づかないようにというか、スタジオで会ってもあんまりちゃんと挨拶をあえてしなかったり、ちょっと離れていました。
Actually, in the first Gundam where we were rivals, I intentionally avoided even saying hello when I got in, because we were rivals and that is how things were meant to be. Was to get into character.
池田さんもあえてそうしてたみたいですね。
And hearing onwards, Ikeda-san has stated that yes, he was intentionally doing that as well.
他の仲のいい声優仲間の人が池田さんのことをしゅうちゃんって呼んでたんですね。なので僕もしゅうちゃんって思わずこう親しみを込めて呼んでしまった時に、僕は君にしゅうちゃんと呼ばれる筋合いはない。
So all the other says very good friend Ikeda calls him Shu-chan, and then once I accidentally called him Shu-chan, but then when I said that he replied, "No, I'm not the person who should be using that name too."
それはやっぱり役作りのつもりだったんだと思います。
And I believe that reply came back because he was in character.
今はもう酔っ払い仲間ですね。
And right now we're just drunk together.
Excellent. So we have another question here from Chikawa. Chikawa, he's here? No? No? Okay. Yeah, I'm hoping if I mispronounce your name, I'm very sorry. Who are some upcoming seiyuu that you are looking forward to seeing become successful?
去年、機動戦士ガンダムククルス・ドアンの島というムービー映画があったんですけど、その時に主人公のククルス・ドアン役を演じた、竹内俊介君、すごいイケメンですし、いいバリトンの声ですし、歌も上手だし、とても礼儀正しくて、彼はブレイクしそうですよね。もうすでにしてるかな。
So in the Gundam animation movie Walk Goes Down, I was with Takeuchi Shinsuke, who was the protagonist, Kukurusu, and he had a very cool voice, very nice voice, and I thought, oh, this guy is going to break. I guess he already has become a big hit.
ククルス・ドアンの映画が始まった時に取材がたくさんあって、ツーショットの写真いっぱい撮られたんですけど、あるカメラマンが見つめ合ってくださいって言ったんですよ。それで見つめてるうちにちょっと変な気分になっちゃいました。イケメンすぎて。
So in one of the promotion for the movie, we often had a two-shot together, me and Shinsuke, next to each other. And then one of the cameramen said, could you please stare at each other in the eye? And when I did so, because he was so handsome, my heart just started beating.
Respect through beauty.
Yeah.
Now, from Lisa, do we have Lisa who asked a question? Nobody showed up. You ask questions, you have to be here. That's how it works. Okay. So Lisa, wherever she is, asks, how do you get into the zone when you voice act?
そうですね、まず新しいキャラクターのオーディションとか新しいキャラクターを演じることになった時は、そのキャラクターや作品についてのもう資料をなるべくたくさん集めて頭の中にインプットします。それで、原作があるものは漫画を読んだり、して事前にそのセリフなど分かってたら家でその声を出して、どんな声が一番そのキャラクターのルックスに合うのかっていうのを練習してみます。
So when I get a new character, what I do is I collect all the information possible for that character and cram it all into my brain. And in a case where that animation has original content, like a manga, what I would do is obviously read through them, and then I would voice over the character at home, and then I would try multiple voices to see which one would fit that character the most.
あとやっぱりそのキャラクターの映像とかイラストを見るとなんとなく自分のどっかこうスイッチが入ってそのキャラクターに合う声や喋り方になる気がします。
And when I see the character, there's a switch which just flicks on inside me, which just allows me to put out the voice which belongs to that character.
I have Saba switch and Amoro's switch. Yes, Yamcha's switch.
Do your neighbours ever listen to you do voice?
やっぱり声優なので結構声が大きいんですよね、で、オーストラリアと違ってご近所近いですからはい、聞こえてるとは思いますね。
Yes, yes, our seiyus have big voices, and unlike Australia, Japan is a bit cramped, so yes, I assume they all have heard me.
Okay, we have another question here. Do we have Nick421 here? Yes! There's Nick, everybody say now I'd like everybody, Nick, I'm making you an official doctor. I want everyone to say, hi, Dr. Nick. Hi. Thank you. Okay, Nick, your question. Yes, Simpson, sorry. In your recent role of Raya Amuro, sorry. You play a golf coach in the anime Birdie Wing. Do you play golf yourself, or are you a fan of watching golf?
Of course! もう13年目になりますかね、ゴルフを始めて。それで、最初のうちは他にも僕は好きなスポーツたくさんあって、テニス、ボードセーリング、それからスノーボードが僕の趣味なんで、これ以上趣味を増やしたら仕事する時間がないよってマネージャーに言ってたんです。で、ある時にそのクランプ先生って漫画家の先生の、お一人がお誕生日の時にすごくガンダムのアムロ・レイのファンだったので、シークレットで僕がパーティーにゲストで呼ばれたんですね。とりあえず
Of course, I've been playing golf for 13 years now. I actually enjoy all kinds of sports. I do tennis, board sailing, snowboarding. Actually, I like sports so much, I told my manager, man, if I continue this, I won't be able to do voice acting anymore. And I'm actually very good friends with Clam. Do you know anyone knows Clam, the author? And in a surprise party, I was actually invited. And Clam really likes the character Amurai Gundam. Continuing on.
その時に、そのパーティーにいらしていた角川の、常務の方に、すごいゴルフがハマってる方がいらして、古谷さんゴルフやらないんですかって言われて、で僕は、過去のイベントの時に、ガンダムの、ゴルフバッグだけもらっていたんです。だけど、いつかやるかもしれないから持っててくださいよって言われてもらったんですけど、クラブ持ってなかったんですよ、ゴルフクラブを。でその話を、その角川の偉い人に話したらば、1週間後に僕の事務所にクラブのフルセットが届いたんです。
So at the birthday party, I met a Kadokawa's executive, and he told me, do you play golf? And then I actually do have a golf club bag, which was the Gundam themed one, but I actually never had anything to put inside it. So I told the Kadokawa executive, this is the case. I have a bag, but I have no clubs. And then 1 week later, the full set of golf clubs arrived at my home.
やらざるを得なくなってしまいました。
And I no longer had a choice but to play golf.
で、バーディーウィングのアムロ・レイヤーの役のオファーが来たのも、実はバーディーウィングのプロデューサーと一緒にゴルフを回っていて、ランチを食べた時にオファーされました。
And I actually got this role of Amuraya in Birdie Wing was I was playing golf and having lunch with the producer of the series.
Now either we can play a game, or we have some more questions from our audience Q&A. What do you feel like?
Okay.
So we have our mini game, which is going to be a snack. Yes, we all love snacks, don't we? Yes, you're all very snackable. It has been a while since you've last been in Australia, so 35 years.
No. ブリスベンの、アニマガのイベントに7年前に参加してます。オーストラリア、シドニーはもう30年。
Yeah, just correct me. Yes, Sydney it's been 35 years, but I went to Animaga in Brisbane.
Okay, good. So when you were here, did you try any Australian snack foods? And how do they compare to the snacks in Japan?
多分食べたと思いますけど、すっかり忘れてます。
I think I did eat Australian snacks, but I forgot about them all.
Well, we're going to remind you, because we would like like you to try some Australian snacks and compare with the Japanese snacks.
なんか嫌な予感がする。
I got a really bad feeling about this.
No, these are very tasty, they're very, very nice. And I promise there's no Vegemite.
Actually?
I promise.
Oh, yes. これジャパニーズ。
Yes,
これ
so
オーストラリ
Australian on the left,
ア。
Japanese on the right. Our left, you know what it is. Backwards for you guys. So,
これ？そうなんだ。
okay, to get you reacquainted with the Aussie flavours, please. And we would like you to try a taste test between the Australian snacks and the Japanese snacks. And I want you to share your honest opinion for us, and for your Australian fans. Tell us what you think as you're trying it.
Oh yeah. ちょっとオレンジの味がする。
These are
Are there orange Tim Tams, are there?
Yeah.
Dark chocolate orange Tim Tams. Very classy. Okay, now we've got Japanese chocolate.
食べたことない。
I've actually never eaten this matcha Kit Kat before.
僕ね、どっちかっていうとあんこが好きなんですよ。
I actually like red beans more than chocolate.
Ah, okay.
Red beans more.
オーストラリアってコンビニにあんことか売ってないですよね。
I know some Australian convenience stores don't have red beans, do they?
ポテトチップとビール。
Have potato chips and beer.
毎晩ホテルで飲んでます。
I'm constantly drinking all day at the hotels here. This is good.
もちろん美味しい。
Yeah, this one's much better.
What flavour is the Japanese?
This would be matcha.
Matcha.
Is this matcha?
でももうちょっと美味しい抹茶あるよね。
I've tasted better matcha chocolate.
Back to the Australian. Good, yes. Okay, so far we think Australian one, Nihongo.
That's just getting wins.
Okay, good. So now that's the sweet. Next, I think we have savoury, I believe. So,
Biscuit?
yeah, if you hold the biscuit up, you may be able to see what shape it is.
Take it.
Oh, it's Australia. Oh, nice.
Very important that everybody understands that shapes are very important to Australia. They're like our national dish. It's messed up.
ああ、なるほどね。ハーフオーストラリア。
Just Western Australia. Tastes rich. Nice. Yeah, good. Okay. Salty.
There's a beer.
I think this will match beers perfectly.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. Shapes go with beer. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll naturalise you as an Australian soon. We just need to give you a meat pie.
Yeah, I've actually never had a meat pie yet.
Oh, well, you know what we will try and get you before you leave Australia, a meat pie. We're really going all out on the budget here, aren't we? Bringing guests from Japan. Here, have a meat pie.
ああ、そうなんだ。
Yes. Last of the big spenders. Now, our Japanese biscuit.
これは別に食べなくてもいいんじゃない
Oh,
おせんべいの
so not impressed, don't want the Japanese one at all. Oh, okay. So thus far we now have 2 wins to Australia.
Yes.
Well, congratulations. In this particular competition, who knew Australia wins? Now we've got a very small amount of time left, and I do have a couple more questions from our audience. Would we like another couple of questions? So this is from, and this is a long name, the biggest fan of Amuro-san's card magic. Are you here, biggest fan of Amuro-san's card magic? No. Well, we've just wasted half the rest of the panel reading your name out. So what was your inspiration for starting the Zero Star clothes brand?
Oh! Thank you.
Thank you, Amuro-san's card magic.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Amuro-san's card magic.
So your inspiration for Zero Star?
アパレルのファボロクという会社の方からお話をいただいて、声優さんのこうブランドを作りたいっていう話があって、僕も前々からちょっと、ファッションのこと興味があったので、それはぜひやらせてもらいたいっていうことになって、で当時、公安警察の捜査官、しかもゼロという特殊な組織に所属しているアモロトールというキャラクターがとても人気があったので、その名前からゼロを取らせてもらって、でもう一つの意味としては、ぜひその洋服を着て、ゼロから夜空に輝くスターにみんななってほしいっていう思いを込めてゼロスターというブランド名を僕が考えました。
So the fashion brand Aporoku came up to me and said, "Oh, we're looking to start something fusing clothing and fashion and seiyus." And that was the beginning. And I said, "Oh yes, that's great. I would really love that to be more because I love fashion as well." And that all happened when my character in Conan was booming, and he himself, the CIA, is in a special group called Zero. So I took the name Zero from there, and then the star I used because I thought it would be cool if I can spread the image. This brand will make you from a zero all the way into a star. Not a bad way, you know. Starting good and even better.
今ではコナンとのコラボとか、ガンダムとのコラボとかさせてもらって、とてもファンの方たちに人気があります。
And now we do a lot of collaboration with characters from Conan and Gundam, and it's being read and loved by a lot of people.
Fantastic. I think we've got time for one last question.
Yes.
And this one is from Dash. Are you here, Dash?
Yeah, he's here!
Nice.
Very impressive, Dash. Also, very long question. This is going to take a while. I will read it exactly as Dash wrote it. I'm not sure how often you get asked about your role in Kashin Sins, but out of all the roles you've done, I found that it stands out the most, since it portrays such a wide range of emotion and a development of character. Do you feel that the role was more difficult than other roles? And if so, how did you overcome this? That was a lot, Dash.
はい。キャ ャシャンっていうキャラクターは、実はロボットなんですけど、普通のロボットだと機械だから年数が経っていけばだんだん錆びてしまって、動けなくなったりして、なくなってしまうわけですけど、キャシャンはすごく強くて絶対死ねないんですよね。そこで自分の中で、葛藤があって、で、敵のロボットたちがキャシャンを倒せば自分が永遠の命を得られるっていうことで、みんなキャシャンに戦いを挑んでくる。でキャシャンは戦いをしたくないんだけれど、どうしても戦いに巻き込まれていってしまうっていうところですごく心の葛藤があったんですよね。その辺やっぱりとても表現するのがなんていうんですかね、ナーバスっていうか微妙だったので難しかったですね。
So, as you know, Keshan is a robot, and robots generally rust, and there is an end of a lifespan of a robot. But Keshan is special, how he was unable to die, so he has an infinite life. And in the story, there are a lot of enemies who come after Keshan, because if they defeat Keshan, they themselves are able to obtain that eternal life. And acting Keshan, it was very difficult to do. Act this character where I'm in this position where I'm being hunted for that desire, and it was very hard to control where I want to keep my personal contact, personal connection with Kashan.
A challenging role.
難しかった、チャレンジングキャラクターでした。
Fantastic. Thank you, Dash.
Thank you, Dash!
Thank you, Dash! Unfortunately, that brings us to the end of our time. I am so sorry. Now, this brings us to the end of our panel. Now, do you have any final words for our audience here today? Oh, I haven't been given them on my script. That may be tomorrow, I'm not sure.
Yes, okay. 明日はいろんなキャラクターの、声を、皆さんの前で演じるパネルがありますので、もしよろしかったら明日もぜひ来てほしいと思います。あとこの後はサイン会があるんですけどね、はい、サイン会の方もぜひ皆さんよろしかったら参加してください。今日はとってもみんなと楽しいひとときが過ごすことができてよかったです。これからもぜひ、古谷徹のこと、そして日本の声優のこと、日本のアニメのことをぜひ応援していただきたいと思います。今日はどうもありがとうございました。
Tomorrow I'll be having a panel where I do voiceovers of characters, and as for today, after this, I'll be doing a signing session. I'm really grateful to be able to be here in front of you guys. Thank you very much for that, and please continue to support myself and the Japanese seiyuu scene. Thank you.
I think we have a special gift.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you. Oh,
Going to the side of the stage?
Sailor Moon? Hi. うさこ。ああ、久しぶり。ありがとう。Thank you. ありがとう。
Where are you going?
My camera.
Oh,
My camera. Can I take a picture with you?
Selfie?
Yeah. Okay. 入る？シャワーでもいい？
Is there enough light? Get excited! Wave! Yeah! Hey.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Guys, gals, and non-binary pals, I want you to please put your hands together and say thank you so much to the fantastic Tōru Furuya!
Yeah!
Thank you. Yes. Yes. Yeah, he accepts this on behalf of the Academy.